Today's episode of The Mom Game is brought to you by our friends at Gateway Buick GMC at LBJ and Jupiter. I know that buying a car can be stressful, but not at Gateway because their slogan is Gateway's got it. And just what does that mean? Well, it means Gateway's got a wide selection of new Buicks, GMCs, and GM certified used vehicles, all competitively priced. Gateway's got it. In these busy times, you want a car dealer who makes things easy and convenient. Well, guess what? Gateway's got it. When you log on to gatewaybuickgmc.com, look for the Shop, Click, Drive button. This allows you to shop from the comfort of your home, and who doesn't want that? In fact, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, select your vehicle. 2, create your offer. 3, schedule your delivery. And on top of all this, Gateway Buick GMC offers complimentary car washes for life. I know because I am the beneficiary of this. So when you want a dealer who has it all, Gateway's got it. You can find them online at gatewaybuickgmc.com or shop in person at LBJ and Jupiter. GMC, we are professional grade. Experience the new Buick.
Hello, Mom Gamers, and welcome into another edition of the Mom Game. This is going to be a very special After Dark show, and we're about to be joined by a lot of guests, and we're going to cover all kinds of crazy topics and have a lot of fun. And as usual on the Mom Game, but especially tonight for this After Dark episode, we are taking part in drinking some Noble Vines wine. That, of course, is our favorite wine partner here on the Mom Game. They're good friends, they're good people, and they are a big part of our show. So we're going to tell you real quick a little bit about Noble Vines Wine. They aim to bring out the best in wine and in people. Their vine stocks originate from highly coveted vineyards in France. They select the best of those vine stocks, cultivate them in California. That has all earned Noble Vines their quality reputation. Noble Vines 337 Cabernet Sauvignon, with its rich, full-bodied style, aromas of cherry and blackberry, and suave tannins, invites you to enjoy while watching or attending the Charles Schwab Challenge, which is coming up this coming weekend in Fort Worth. And our friends at Noble Vines Wine are the official wine partner for the 75th Charles Schwab Challenge at Colonial Country Club in Fort Worth, May 27th through May 30th, 2021. So that is coming up real soon. If you don't have any plans yet for Memorial Day weekend, make sure you go out there. And if not, watch the golf, stay home, and drink some Noble Vines wine. Enjoy the 337 Cabernet Sauvignon, the 446 Chardonnay, the 667 Pinot Noir, and the new Marquis Red while at home at your favorite restaurant or bar. Or, of course, at the tournament. Must be 21 or over. Noble Vines, Napa and Manteca, California. Please drink responsibly. Cheers. Now here's our latest episode. Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another edition of the Mom Game. This is episode number 62, and this one is going to be a treat, you guys. So this is the first ever inaugural Mom Game After Dark hangout with friends, okay? And so they're all supposed to be quiet right now, so they're doing all ridiculous shit. And the funny thing is that this is video too. So hopefully people can see, at least some
they
of
can't see.
So I am Julie Dobbs. My usual co-host Emily Jones is also here chugging some wine. And we are joined by not one, not two, but 3 amazing, hilarious guests. This is going to be fun. First of all, I have Mike Sirois, my buddy.
Can I talk yet, Jay?
You can talk.
Hi, Julie Dobbs. Hi, Emily Jones. It's a real honor to be here on nighttime with the Mom Game after midnight.
No, that's not
24/7.
No, that's not the name of the show.
They worked on the name like 5 times.
The name of the show
The
is
Mom Game,
the Mom Game
Midnight.
After Dark with drinks, sitting in pajamas on a something.
Pajama party might
Right.
be decent.
Yeah,
Maybe
this
we build
pajama
on
party.
that.
But I sleep nude, so let me take the clothes off,
flowing on
and then we can do this properly if it's a pajama party.
I have a lot of questions about that. But
Wait, I've already got one. Donnie, because not only do you sleep in the nude, but you do number 2 in the nude.
But that's the only thing I do in the nude. I do not sleep in the nude. I wouldn't be able to turn over. but anyway, no, I don't. I sleep with clothes on, but I do that other thing nude.
No
because
good
it just
joke
makes-
needs a but anyway right at the end of it.
No, it does.
Okay?
It does.
Never.
Yeah,
No good joke.
hey
ever.
man, I'm the but anyway comic. So I don't know why you're even doing
What
it.
about the fake laugh, then the butt anyway?
I'm but anyway.
But anyway,
Wait,
Like
I still need to know, why does this happen? Why do you take off all your clothes to go number 2?
why not? It's comfortable, A, and B, just in case anything happens, and you never know if anything would happen. There's no duck wallet out. You can just get the hell out if you need to.
What?
And
What? That's not-
your
that doesn't make
clothes,
sense.
your
Yeah,
clothes,
what might happen?
you never know.
What if
And
somebody attacks your house with a machete?
here is
You
D.
want clothes on?
Here is D after A and B.
What about
And
C?
we don't care about C. And D, your clothes aren't smelling like the filth that's rolling out of you when you're enclosed
They're not
in
even
the
in the room.
bathroom.
You leave them on the outside of the
Can
room.
you hear him? Can you hear Cash
No,
good or
more cash, more cash.
Something's wrong with
Tiny
your mic. I
Cash.
don't know.
Put your other glasses
So-
on. Maybe you'll
Yeah.
sound better.
We
Before
changed
we-
glasses. We shamed him into changing glasses.
Before we deep dive into how Donnie Do sleeps even more, I have to finish my introduction so
Oh,
people
sorry.
who
Yeah.
aren't
Here we go. In
watching and
3,
who are just listening know who all is on here because a lot of people just listen. So that was Mike Sirois, and then you heard Donnie Do. You know all about his nakedness, and Cash Sirois actually joining us today as well. Hi, Cash.
What's going on? How you guys doing?
We're
Me
good.
party
You-
too. With
You just want to piggyback on Mikey's party?
he was piggybacking on my party, and so we've already been drinking.
So why not? No, we're glad to have you. Mike and Donnie have both been on the show before and separately, and we had so much fun with them. And like both times it was like, man, we're just getting started. So we've been wanting to have them both on and thought this would be a fun way to do it at home with booze and friends like Cash.
Smooth.
I want to do that
Yeah.
too, Mike.
Did you see Mike just raise his hand?
I want to do it too.
What is this some Google thing? I don't know. It says raise hand.
Oh, I just raised my hand.
So if you turn on the captions, will it say what we said underneath?
I don't know.
I just
Let's
did
do
it.
it.
Oh my
Turn
gosh,
it
it was.
Oh shit!
Oh, it
It does.
does.
Emily OS star.
Oh my gosh.
This is fun.
Can
This
they see
is
this
fun.
or no? This is
Okay,
incredible.
we do need to get, for those not watching on video, we need to let's pull
Okay.
back the curtain a little bit.
Sorry.
So on Google
On a
Hangouts,
day.
much like Zoom, there is like a place where you can raise your hand. So Mike raised his hand. We all lost our shit. And then there's a place where it says turn on captions. And sure enough, if you click on turn on captions,
It
is
works.
literally
That's distracting.
right. Okay.
But
so
it's
turn it-
incredible. It's like exactly
It's
what we're
happening,
saying.
our conversation. And it's
I never
Is there
trusted
a
Big
little
Bud to
robot?
smile back,
Of
girl.
United
This
How are they doing
poison.
this?
It's
Into the
stressing me out.
republic
It's
for
stressing
which
me
it
out.
stands.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn mine off too, but that is a really fun trick.
Is there somebody in India just stressed out, just typing like, oh yeah,
Will
I
they
got it.
shut
Please.
up?
Please
We'll-
sit down.
one at a time.
Oh my god. Okay,
So what's
so
the
then,
rundown for today? Do we have a run sheet? What's on the run sheet? Jill?
Kind
Throw
of.
that thing out the window.
we could follow up on some things we talked about on the last show about life and girls and kids or not kids, maybe, and then go into career and then go into our game.
Oh,
And
I
then
think
left.
we do need to follow up, especially with
Because
Mike.
Em sent a photo. She has something she wants to talk about.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let's follow up because Mike, you were when we had you on,
Yeah.
we were kind of pressuring you about the are you with woman or not with woman?
Yeah.
Kind of alluded that you might be with woman, and then we kind of started pressuring you about kids, and
Yeah.
then like 2 weeks later, it's like, oh hey,
We're just getting
Twitter,
this out of the way quick.
Look at me and my hot girlfriend. Isn't she cute? We're a
I
couple.
thought this was a PGA championship wrap up thing.
Yeah. And we're all real happy for
It's
When I
not.
agreed to do it, I thought it was lefty, and
Nope. It's not.
then here we are.
Nope.
Hmm.
Spill the beans. Where are
Well,
you? You
look,
gonna put a ring
when
on
you-
it. You're gonna knock it up. What are you gonna
what
do?
are we talking about?
Well, that's just that.
Just
that
right to
aggressive.
it,
It's
dude.
just
Come
rude.
on, butter me up, Jones.
I already told you I thought you were handsome.
She did.
That was before the show.
That's true.
She did.
On the record,
And
so
after
you're-
the handsome comment was ripping on my sunglasses and like 3 other things. So now I'm expecting something terrible to come out of her mouth momentarily. I don't know. What's the question?
Well, look at
Am I having babies
Buster and Mike
soon or like
Sirois.
married? Like, no, I don't think so. I'm just having a good time. And we're watching golf and hanging out with our friends. I mean, I don't have that answer, I'm afraid. I know there's hundreds of people just dying to hear what the plans are there, but no,
I know I am.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it sounds like it's progressed and it's at least like somewhat something official.
I have a very
That's what
hot
she took
young
out of it.
girlfriend who I'm happy to be with, and I'm very lucky that she likes me as much as she does. And every time I see a mirror, I wonder what's on her mind, what she's thinking. How could she possibly agree to any of these terms? But it's awesome.
How could she like this?
Does
I ask
everyone?
myself
You guys all?
that every single freaking day of
Okay.
my life when I look in a mirror every morning and brush my teeth and wonder, how in the hell has she been around this
Yeah. How is she in love
all
with
these
this?
damn years?
Why?
Donnie.
Me taking a dump in the nude all these years.
I
Right.
don't know what you bring
Okay,
up.
that's nothing. Just think about it. That's absolutely nothing. I don't know how y'all think that's the weirdest thing in the world. Your pants are down by your ankles if you do it anyway. Might as well just kick them off. Who
What if you have
cares?
shoes on?
Take your shoes off. Who does it with shoes on? I do it at the house. I'm not wearing shoes when I'm at the house.
You only do number 2 at your house?
I try my best.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere else.
Respect.
There you go. Now let's go.
Not even like Bucky's though, or somewhere pretty nice.
I mean, if I have to, if situations where I need to, I will do it, I guess, quote unquote, regular, like you dodos.
What
But if
about
I have home
golf?
court advantage, I'm kicking everything off because I'm at the crib.
What about a golf tournament?
I've never done that at a golf tournament. But if I had to, I would stay clothed.
Never at a
Have
major.
you pooped at the Masters?
I have not. I've never even been.
You never shit at a major.
I
You know what's
Yeah.
sad is I was at the Masters once and I did not, and now I like regret it. Like I wish.
That you didn't go poo?
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know. I left something on the table that day.
It's for girls, we have to do that like when we wear a onesie and you go and like usually, like a romper.
Jumpsuit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and like a lot of times that's like a cute like summer wear to something like a golf tournament outfit, somewhere that always happens to have a porta potty. There's nothing worse than having to go potty in a porta potty when you've worn a romper and you're just sitting there freaking naked in a porta potty.
Oh, my gosh.
Let's talk porta
Can you
potty
imagine?
for a while.
That is
Good
disgusting.
God.
The Sirois boys have porta potty stories for days.
Yeah.
Really?
Days.
Have you ever like dumped one over while someone's in there, or like just
No.
been like just banging on it, like effing with someone?
You want to go
No.
first?
No.
Or you want me to go?
It's not just living Jackass the movie for us. We're not knocking people over or whatever.
That's what we would
Although
do in college.
The blue fluid, it's funny, I think. I mean, it seems funny.
I bet porta potties took a hit with COVID, right?
What?
What?
How did they take a hit? What the hell
Go
are you
on.
thinking
There's
about?
not as many festivals and like outdoor parties and things going on.
Good
That
point.
kind of hit. Porta
I
potties
love
might be-
it.
That's a terrible point.
This
Because the
might
porta,
be-
but the
this
porta
might be
potties
the
are
time
already
to stop the
there.
Porta potties,
Yeah,
buy
they don't,
low.
like biodegrade. They're still good.
Right,
for the
they're
next
there.
festival. I mean,
They
that's
didn't
gonna
take a
be fine.
hit.
No, but you have to buy them or rent them, right? A porta potty just sitting there isn't
You
making
do,
anybody
probably.
money.
No,
Dude,
I'm with
she's
you.
on to something. Sandy
Donnie.
King has been
Donnie's
losing
been
money.
shutting down all of my
No.
points lately.
She's on something, all right, and it may be drugs.
Sandy King
You didn't like my
took a hit.
Gloria
Whoever has to go in there and sign the date and sign the checklist, they're taking it.
Yep.
Those employees, you know,
Right.
They're all
Who
screaming.
has the marker? Like,
they have to walk in with their
I don't
head
know,
turned
it's
and try
still
to
here.
wipe something down, right? Ugh.
still
Ugh.
here. It's still up. Hey, porta potty is upright.
Upright.
Check.
Blue.
Not even date. Blue fluid everywhere.
Okay.
We're fine.
So, how many people take the deepest breath you've ever taken before you step into any porta potty?
Like,
Oh,
just
my
try
God.
to hold your breath.
I mean, as long as you possibly can, you hold the breath, and then if you have to breathe, you kind of go.
I taught my daughter how to pee in the woods before I took her to a porta potty.
That's-
we are not.
That's nature. Yes, that's a
My
good.
my gag reflex is so strong that if I make that mistake one time, I might come flailing out of there, coughing and crying with my pants
And
at my
peeing.
knees.
Yeah.
Why are they? They're just the freaking worst, man. They're just the
Oh
worst.
my God.
We can do
can't.
better as a society.
Right?
Like, I
It
don't
seems like
know
it should
how.
be advanced, right? We need to advance
Like,
the
can we not get
technology.
airplane vacuum tech in there somehow?
No.
There's got to be something better.
But
It
you
can't
have to-
just be a hole. Just a hole.
I'd rather
There
go
could be
potty in the
convection.
earth. Like, just dig me a hole and like
No.
let's just.
There can be convection. There can be some sort of thing where it gets evaporated immediately. Like it goes down to a cooker or something with some like
Like
we're-
a cooker.
Then it needs to be
cook it
hooked up.
cook it up and fluff it out. And then
And what were you going to serve it at a festival or something?
yeah,
You're going to have a doo-doo food truck?
Doo-doo tornado.
terrible idea.
Sirois Industries is listening. Go, Donnie, go ahead.
Rory Industries is always listening.
Hold on.
Oh my God.
Food truck.
Okay, I
Dump
feel
all
like
this.
I mean, I hate to be the one to bring this train back on the
Oh, here we go.
one track.
Do it, Emily.
Mom,
look-
mom, this is the
look
mom
who
part of
has
the
to
mom
be-
Here we
game.
go. So
Oh my
we've been over
gosh.
Mike's love situation. He's with woman.
Yeah, we went over
Skimmed
it.
over
It's
it.
amazing. Donnie, of course, has Twiggy. Can't figure out how she stayed around so long while he
That's
did
what
in the
it's
news.
because you put a ring on it and they have to.
25 years, baby. That's how we do
Love
it.
it.
Hey.
Cheers.
Cash,
Salute,
I've never
Tommy.
met your bride, Mary, but from
Yeah.
what I hear, you completely and totally outkicked your coverage.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Give us a little background on that. Y'all are not with child. I don't think intend to be with child. You intend to be with dog.
Yeah, that's the one thing I want to talk about too. The rare like 3 dudes here and 0 kids. I just want to talk about that a little bit. The
3
advantages.
hot dudes.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I'm
yeah,
talking
we all-
about.
Because some
we
people
already addressed
can't
that.
have no chance, you know. But
Let
like we,
Cash talk for 1 second, for the love of God.
I'm okay, man. I'm fine. I'm used to this. I mean, freaking every Saturday, and then also for 40 years before that.
Lower your hand, Mike.
No, Mary's. Yeah, I'm very similar to these other jackasses. Mary is so incredibly. Oh God, I mean, you know, Mikey and Donnie both know that she is stupidly intelligent. She is together, professional, type A. Very. I mean, she works in like internet. Like she's up every morning at like 5:30 a.m. to either work out or to get on her calls with people in Amsterdam or Paris because she needs to get those business meetings done so she can get her workout in and then provide me with coffee when I just kind of can't get up at 9 a.m. or whatever. Dude,
Oh,
she
gag.
is a freaking machine.
because Cash was up late opening baseball cards.
It's like, no, babe, this idea is gonna stick. This is gonna be it.
This is
Yeah.
important.
Okay.
Dude,
I'm gonna
she
have to
is-
mute myself
she's
right
sick.
fast. I don't know if you
please
guys
come
can
over.
hear
You-
the herd of elephants upstairs at my house, but I'm about to go beat my children's ass right fast, and I'll be right back.
All right.
Bring the camera.
Okay,
Bring
Yes,
the
let's
camera.
see it.
Bring
Let's
the
see it.
camera.
Yeah, what are we wasting this content?
Oh,
Oh,
here we
she's
go.
ready.
Here we go. Attack. The mom
Now we
attack.
got some.
Here we go. Emily on the
Oh my
prowl.
God, this is
She's got
ultimate
the
mom
laptop.
game.
For those of us that can't see, Emily's got her laptop and she claims she's about to beat some ass.
Oh
as
my
she goes
God, she's going out.
upstairs.
This looks like
This
a
is
scary
grainy
movie.
like
Oh,
Hi. What is happening? Get in bed. Get in bed. It's bedtime. Get in bed. There's no playing. It's past your bedtime. Good night. I don't care.
They're booing you.
Get along and go to sleep. Good night. End of story. If y'all don't sound like a herd of elephants, it will be fine. Chill out. Good night.
This is parenting 101 on the
Yeah.
mom game.
Oh my God!
She hit him.
Look at the,
She hit
look
him
at the
with
female of the species as she enters back into a realm for the podcast.
She's now coming back
They're
downstairs
telling
to
her
do the
young to act
live
properly.
vocal broadcast.
After
Produced by
chastising her
Gay
youth.
Epilepsy.
Okay.
She's back with the wine
She-
in her pajamas.
Everything's
went up-
great.
She went up there and hit him with the.
Just
She
a
went and
minor
hit him with
stuff
the
up
end of
there.
story.
Everything's fine.
Well, okay, so this segues in a little bit like what we were talking about. Like these three very handsome young gentlemen don't have children. So I'm wondering when you see something like this, because you obviously hear us and like everyone with kids bitching about them probably a lot.
You're like,
Right?
oh my
Because
God.
we bitch about them a lot. We love them, blah, blah, blah. Like when you see that kind of thing, I want to know what you are thinking. Donnie.
Makes me happy I'm shooting blanks, let me tell you. Oh, did I say that out loud?
Oh,
Yeah, just nothing. I just point my gun and say, hey, freeze.
Freeze!
So-
All right, go ahead. All right, go ahead.
No one freezes.
You're fine. You're fine.
So Donnie, so like
Ma'am.
officially, that's like the deal with you and Twiggy is that y'all just couldn't have babies and
Yeah,
You know,
we
it
at first when we first got married, we're like, you know what, we want to try to establish ourselves a little bit because we were pretty damn broke when we first got married. So why bring kids into that mess? So after you know what? Okay, now's it's time to start trying, and then you start trying, and then you start going to doctor's visits and all this other stuff, and it just kind of drags down on your ass, man. I'm telling you, I don't mean to be. I'm not trying to be crass or anything like that, but when doing it is not fun anymore. Then what's the point? Like, okay, this chart here and this temperature here, like, you know what? You don't even have to tell me if you're ovulating. Just, it's blowing my ear a little bit and everything's fine. But it became work and it wasn't fun. And then
the timing of it when it's time to like, okay, this is, got to do it now, got to do it now, got to do it now. That is something. And what I will say when I'm watching Emily do that, I both am completely relieved and completely jealous. And I feel that all the time with all friends that complain about that kind of thing. And I both know how, in quotes, lucky I am and am completely broken down and sad about that for myself. Because I love kids, absolutely crushed that I don't have one or two. But I also don't hold that against myself or Mary at all because of we're lucky enough that we found each other at all in this stupid freaking world.
True.
And, we love our situation and everything's amazing. But I'm completely jealous. And we are the hottest ticket for Godfather or, if a plane goes down, will you guys, we are
absolutely,
we're hot items when it comes to that kind of thing.
Yeah. When you,
and I love being Uncle Cash and that's great. And I do the best I can, but, I both love it and hate it. Completely.
Yeah.
When you get
That's
to the
what
point,
I would imagine it would feel like. Exactly that.
Yeah. When you get to the point to where you know that it's not going to happen, like it hits you like a ton of bricks, like Cash said, because I could not imagine my life being any different because we've had a roller coaster ride and it's been so much fun, but you always want to know what a kid of yours would look like and how they'd be when they grow up and what a kind of parent you would be and all that stuff. That's always in the back of your mind. And when we firmly made the decision that it's done, we're not having any kids, it probably took us 4 or 5 days to process that. And that was a pretty sad ass 4 or 5 days when we just said, all right, that's it. We're too old. We're not doing it. But, again, when you can get up and pretty much do whatever you want to without, having to worry about only someone watching your dog, then, you just come to accept it and everything's good.
Mm-hmm. So it was the same deal for both of y'all. Like y'all didn't want to maybe do that next further step, which would be like the hardcore IVF or like adopting or anything like that. It was like, there's something nature's telling us like, this is going to be difficult and the difficulty is not worth it because it's just too much. Like you said, it takes it's just not fun anymore and it's too big of a strain. Is that kind of what happened for both of y'all? Cash and Johnny?
Yeah, I'll go first. I've always kind of struggled with that. I don't know. I don't want to speak for Mary. I think maybe she probably was not into that. And I probably would have been. We didn't really talk about it at all. I shouldn't make it sound like it was some kind of,
Well, you
difference.
don't have
to be honest,
to.
huh?
I said, you don't have to if you don't
No,
want
I'm just thinking through it. I'm thinking through it, as you're asking. It's cool. But I probably would have gone the adoption route, but I don't know. Then it was a big mindset change for me, kind of the way that Donovan said. It's like once you've turned that page where you're just like, okay, this is not happening for us. This is the life that is going to happen. Then I don't know. Then I feel like there was like that, I don't know, year or 2 years right there probably would have been the time where we would have had to go the adoption route if we were going to go that way. And then once that time goes by, then it's like, okay, yeah, I think, I don't know. I think this is just, we're going to play the hand we're dealt.
Yeah.
I think it's very much grass is greener on the other side of the damn street, because both you guys are awesome, but I've talked to both of you and people don't tend to, say, hey, this is all the great things going on in my life. I mean, people bitch about the things that are, part of their lives. And, you hear that side from people with kids, with young kids. I know that Julie has very, pretty young kids. It's just grass is greener. Cause I like, obviously I don't, again, not speaking for them boys, but I wonder what it would be like. But I also, like Donnie said, I like to do whatever the hell I want to do 24/7. Which is like a superpower. And the price you pay for that is that you don't have this adorable little kid who kind of looks like you, who's like, you're keeping your name and everything alive. So like, it is kind of on some level, the ultimate decision or left or right. And I don't know the right answer, but I think both of us sort of are intrigued by the other side's position.
But I think the good thing about that is that you can I can experience the grass is greener when I go on vacation without my kids. You can experience the grass is greener when you take care of your friends' kids and you spoil them like rotten and then give them back. So you can get those little doses of it to where if you have a desire to do that, to have those moments, you can.
Yeah, but your vacation, your testing of it is more real than our side of it.
It's true.
You get the real joy of that other human being that is part of your DNA that's going to, be there for you or live on forever.
Yeah,
babysitting is not vacation.
Right.
I'm saying you get it for real on both sides.
And it's kind of hitting me a little bit now because we've been married 25 years in April. So I think about 4 or 5 years into our marriage is when we started saying, okay, let's see if we can have kids. So now when you see people posting pictures of kids graduating high school and college and all that, like it probably would be around the time if we had a kid right now, that kid would be 18, 19, 20 years old and kind of doing that same thing. So you kind of start looking at that and go, man, what would that have been like if we would have been successful and all that other stuff? But that's something we don't harp on it. It's just every now and then it'll come up in the topic of conversation because my wife is an only child. So her mother is not going to have any grandkids, so that kind of jacks us up a little bit when it's mentioned, but she doesn't mention it a lot. So it's just one of those things.
I think that's refreshing to hear because I think most women don't think that you guys, that even enters your thought process, that you're just like, I got this, I got my hot wife, I got my young hot girlfriend, I'm, doing all the things that I want to do and, what F everybody. And it's, and it's like, it's nice to, I don't know. For me, it's like, it's nice to hear that you guys that even enters your thought process. And not that I think any differently of you if it didn't, but I don't know. I think it gives me a deeper appreciation of your like emotional awareness.
It's the ultimate question. It's like and frankly, I'm surprised that you would even doubt that it's something that we constantly think about because it's like, that's the ultimate thing. I mean, I think about it almost every day. Like, am I doing this right or am I doing it wrong? Like, I have an amazing life that I love, or am I doing it very wrong? Because unlike these guys who are, happily married right now, it's like I have, I guess, a few more options as far as maybe still going down that road and thinking, will that throw off my entire amazing life that I have, or will that fulfill everything that I feel like I'm missing or lacking?
And hell, I would love it if he had a kid.
Yeah.
Dude. Then I get to really be Uncle Cash, which is another freaking
Yeah, and he'd probably look a lot like him, unfortunately, but
So my sister-in-law is my age. She has no kids. And let me tell you something, the biggest blessing in our entire lives with our kids. She'll be like, "Oh, can I come get the kids?" I'm like, "Oh, what time are you going to be here?" You know, she treats that, she shops for them. Like, I don't shop for my kids. I don't know what size they wear. I don't know anything. She shops for them. She does all the things.
Yeah.
She loves them, and she doesn't have any of her own. So she gets to keep mine, spoil mine. And then when it's time to give them back, she gets them back. But that's a real thing.
yeah.
And look, kids will lick you too, just like that, Cash.
Yeah.
They'll lick you.
This is audio.
Well-
I don't know what you're saying. That's weird.
Yeah.
Audio medium.
This is true.
Well, I didn't honestly know, Donnie, your story. We worked together a long time and I know you well, but I didn't know that. And Cash, I didn't really know that either. Like, I think you just kind of, it's something that maybe you don't want to bring up or talk about all the time. And
Well,
I
when
just
do you talk about it? I'm glad you guys are
right.
asking.
When you come on the Mom Game After Dark Hangout × 5
After
annual
midnight.
inaugural.
Good Lord, I need that T-shirt. Seriously.
That's when you talk about it.
LLC.
But I mean, and I could just as easily assume like, hey, they just, not everybody wants kids, right? And some people are so happy without having kids and like doing exactly what it is they want to do, having all their money to themselves, going on vacation, all of that. So
Well, there's box 3. Box 3 is
Mhm.
yeah, we wanted it doesn't work, and now we've got this. And
it's exactly,
gonna be
and you can
depressed
still be
and-
happy, and everything works out the way that it should. And I think you guys are both living pretty awesome lives, and are feeling fulfilled, hopefully. But I know that that's like not a fun and easy thing to talk about. So appreciate y'all just kind of answering the question, because I honestly didn't even know up to this point.
where's the thumbs up emoji?
Right.
Thumbs up.
Okay.
Donnie has something to
serious.
say. I think Donnie was going to say something, and then we can move on.
Oh no, I was just it's one of those things to where when you tell people how long you've been married and they'll ask about kids, you don't have any. It's just that whole surprise shocked about not having any. And that it does kind of gets on you a little bit at times. Like I will probably say 10% of the time is when you wonder exactly what life would have been like on the other side. But you can't go back on it. It is what it is. So we're just made the adjustment and just, doing our thing.
Doing your thing.
Well, we're grateful you guys shared. I think it's really cool that you did. Because I think a lot of dudes don't. They just kind of say, they don't.
Well,
like
when would this
actually-
conversation happen? I mean, we love you guys, and we
That's
know
true.
you guys, and so now we're having a chat. I mean,
This
this
is
is
true.
Right.
when these
Okay.
things come up.
Now I want to move on to
Porta
way
potties
more
again.
important issues like never have I ever.
Oh God.
Never
Okay.
have I ever. You guys ever play this game?
I think so.
Have you?
Does anyone need to refill?
Anybody need a refill before we play Never Have I
I
Ever?
do.
I'm okay for right now.
I'll be right back. Y'all talk.
How's the collectible network going?
It's going great. It's going great. We had a national treasures break tonight. A 4,200 box of cards. Can you believe a box of cards is $4,200?
I can't.
Can you? I mean, can you even? And that's
How many
one
cards are
pack.
in there?
That-
One pack of cards? How many are
Yeah.
in there?
7.
7 cards for $4,200?
Yeah.
Was it worth it? Is that a question?
We pulled a 1 of 1. What do we pull? 1 of 1 Ocho Cinco, and I don't know. That's the thing is when you have a 1 of 1 card, it's whatever somebody pays for that one. There's only one.
Okay, I'm gonna request to be a guest on the collectible network.
Hey, will you come to a break?
Totally, because I want to learn about
We'll
it.
do baseball if you want, or we'll do whatever you want.
Yeah, let's do baseball. I'm in.
I would love that.
Okay. Okay, so we're
Anything you
back. I'm in. I'm totally in. Because
Hey, that
my
reminded me of something. I've been meaning to give Emily shit for a while about this. When George Dunham was on our show and you invited yourself to do Bands of Your Life, and then Bands of Your Life quit like that next week.
She killed it.
Yeah,
Emily killed
Banks.
Banks.
I literally did. I was like, oh yeah, I'd love to come on too. I'd love to do Bands of Your Life. And next year, like, we had a great run with Bands of Your Life, but it's
I
time
mean,
to
when we
retire.
have to get down to Emily Jones, then this thing is
It's officially-
over.
I did feel shame when they were like almost making fun of themselves. We went to the bottom of the barrel and they picked up and somebody's there. And I'm like, I haven't done it yet. And nobody.
The
Oh.
day Joe lets you did it, Cash is
And I've been meaning to give you shit about that for a while.
Yeah,
So
you should. I killed Bands of Your Life.
she does invite herself on things though. Let's just hope you don't kill the collectible network.
Please don't.
It's a good point. Okay, we're playing Never Have I Ever.
All right.
And I'm coming up the first one. The first one is never, and you're supposed to drink if you have done it.
Okay,
Okay.
so for
Okay.
people
Well, I need
listening, what
more
do we
then.
do?
For people who are listening, we're just gonna have to do it, and then we'll
Know your
announce the results.
Yell your name.
Yell your
Yes.
name while you're drinking.
Yeah.
So it's like muffled and weird.
Okay. So
Cash is nervous. Cash ran away.
where did
He said
go?
he had to refill.
Oh,
Or he found another card outside of his door or something. I don't know.
He found a 1 of 1. He hate me.
another
For the
midnight
XFL.
mom themed podcast actually sent him an invite and he jumped in
Shut
with
up.
them.
I just had to do
Okay.
a quick visit with
Another
Mom's
midnight mom.
sipping.
Okay, first
They had a
question.
better name.
First thing. Never have I ever. Never have.
Cash.
Shut up and let her finish.
Never have I ever gone streaking. What? No one else is drinking?
I've never streaked.
Okay.
No.
Emily's the only one drinking right now.
Yeah, okay, love
Emily
it.
is just telling me that she has done
Freaking, what is
That does sound so Lubbock, so West
We're gonna
Texas.
streaked by the horse.
I'm so happy.
Right,
Let me
like-
take off my clothes and run.
Guns up.
I get wild, but I don't think I've ever gone streaking. Like,
No.
So wait. Clothes off, Emily. And what are we
Listen.
running through something?
Okay. Texas Tech tradition.
Oh,
Yeah,
no
we
way. Yeah, we got that.
So you were laughing about streaking in front of the horse, but let me tell you something. That's exactly what effing happened.
All right, tell us.
So there's a fountain in front of the horse, and the tradition is that when you graduate, you go running naked through the fountain.
The tradition.
And so there was about 6 of us girls. I graduated at semester early because I'm really
Brilliant.
smart.
Just threw that in.
And so when the rest of my girlfriends graduated that spring, we all
You went back, although you were graduated. You're a college graduate. You went back,
just
got ass out,
Oh,
and
yeah.
ran down the damn street.
And you're giving Donnie crap about pooping naked.
I wasn't going to run ass out by myself. I was going to wait for my girlfriends. So once they graduated in the spring, there was about 6 of us that went and we got naked and we ran through the fountains.
Did any of the ladies knock themselves out?
In Memorial. No, there was not. A couple were capable, but
Okay, yeah, I was
They
just
did.
wondering.
yeah.
I
So
ran
you-
through Buckhead in a jock strap, but
Okay.
that
That
was
doesn't count. That's not streaking.
I lost a bet, but that's the closest I get.
Nothing else from you guys? That's it?
I was
don't-
expecting to drink on about every question we had, but
I
no,
was
I've never
too. I
gone
went and got another
streaking.
drink. No.
Is that's considered streaking though, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever been outside naked.
What? What
Nope.
are we doing?
Like
Just
I
on the
look
front.
over at his little box. And I'm like,
Just to the toilet, just to the bathroom. That's it.
Okay.
That's terrible living.
Well,
Okay.
maybe I should go outside naked right now.
You should
Maybe. So you've never
you not-
taken an outdoor shower.
take your computer.
Have you not had sexual relations outside in the moonlight?
Excellent question, Kat.
No.
Why don't you make that the next never
Yeah,
have I ever?
yeah.
Cash.
Oh, I'm sorry, Emily. Go ahead.
I got
No,
one
you
more.
say it.
Everyone should have a couple.
Never have I ever had sexual relations outside in the moonlight. Cash.
I mean, probably.
I haven't.
Julie, I'm not really sure. But
I don't remember if the
probably.
moon was out, but
It was cloudy. It was cloudy for Julie that night.
If it was a waning or waxing crescent, doesn't matter. We're outside. Outside is the question.
it was only 22% visible.
So no outside. All three of you never outside.
Everybody had a drink but me.
Yeah.
Oh, the girls both did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
girls both had a drink.
I know Lubbock did. and
All these nasty white people on this thing.
Never
You gotta be
outside.
there, Daddy.
Oh,
You're the
which
only
leads
one with class, man.
I
Which
keep,
leads me to the next
I
question,
keep
too.
mine in my pants and outside and inside.
Just thread count Donnie.
But not in the toilet.
That's right. Nothing
Come
less
on.
than 200. Is that good? I don't even know.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, who's next?
No, I got one more.
Yeah, this is
Never have I
Oh.
ever stolen anything.
Oh my
Never have I
God.
ever
God, Cash.
stolen.
I just want to finish your whole drink, Cash. Finish your entire cup.
I
Yeah,
can't
that's
do that.
easy. I know I have. Hell, catch me
Bunch
next
of
week.
thieves. You're all a bunch of thieves.
Mm-hmm. I remember
Okay,
one
so for
time
the
in
record, we
college.
all drank.
One
Everyone's
time-
a thief.
One time in college, in the dead of summer, and this is no BS, we had on trench coats and went to the local gas station and just pilfered whatever we could. Like it was the most obvious thing in the whole world. And the dude behind the counter didn't say a word. We could have easily been shot, arrested, anything. Just dumb.
What were you taking?
Like we took like frozen stuff to eat. Like, you know, like it was
Badass.
so
Hot Pocket.
stupid.
Choco Taco.
It's like a frozen hamburger that never heats up well, you know.
Yeah.
It's just
White
so nasty, but we
square.
took it anyway,
Who wants a
right?
kid? Who
Hey.
wants a kid? Hey.
Hello.
Let's
That child is not
pause the
asleep.
never have I ever game.
Yeah. We are playing Never Have I Ever, but you can't. No, you can't play. Upstairs. Well,
You have an eyes wide shut mask on. What are you doing over there?
Say goodnight. Say goodnight.
Good night, Hattie.
Good
We'll
night.
play
We'll
with you
play
next
different
week,
Never
maybe.
Have I Ever next
Just
time.
remember
Yeah.
Moonlight.
Okay. All right. Love you. Stay
Ask mom
upstairs.
about the Texas Tech fountain.
Good night. I love you.
Ask mommy about the night she graduated. What happened,
I'm
mommy?
so screwed.
What happened when you graduated,
red.
mommy? Well, me and five other
well,
girls
honey.
got butt ass naked.
Well,
ran
honey.
down the street outside.
There was a
Have
horse.
have y'all never been at like a party setting with like all dudes or mostly dudes where people just like get naked for no reason?
No. And I'd like to explore a little more about the parties that you go to, Julie.
Yeah.
I've never been to a party where dudes just got naked for the hell of it. Ever.
Are you talking about the Stars locker room? That's not even a party. That's
Yeah, that's
just
not a party. That's,
Yeah, that's just working.
Like if you're like
That's getting
if you're like
close.
but would y'all tell me if you had?
I would
yes,
tell you.
and it's never happened.
Julie Lubbock would tell you, and this has
Oh,
not happened
God.
to me. We ran
Yeah.
naked through a fountain.
What?
We have not been.
This
Yeah.
is right up Lubbock's alley.
What are y'all doing in Missouri? Just getting ass out at parties for no reason?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my jam.
Just
Yeah,
Chase
tell me,
Daniel.
walk us through this. Walk us
Just
through
Chase
this. What
Daniel
happened?
naked walking through the town square.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
I've known like some dudes like at the beach or something. They'll just like run down the beach naked just to like turn the party up a notch. You know,
Oh,
You
now
know,
we're
like-
saying
the beach?
dudes at the beach.
anywhere.
This is suspect, Julie.
Yeah, I've never
No,
been around
really?
any of that, Jules.
Okay. Well,
I went to a nude beach and people had clothes on. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm not
Missouri
going to
Beach?
tell any more stories now because I'm feeling very judged.
No.
No, keep going around.
Here where the truck
Let's hear
Continue.
more about your ass out parties. Go
No,
right
I
ahead.
mean, you have
I don't-
pictures, but
I don't do it, but I have a couple girlfriends that like will
I
want a
don't
skinny.
do it.
They'll want a skinny dip.
What are their social media?
What are their social media? He said.
What are their social media?
You know, like they'll like after lots of drinks, they'll like
Their
do a little skinny
medias.
dip or something. It's not my thing. Not at all actually. But okay. Anyway, just pretend like that last 5 or 7.
No, it happened.
No.
It, It
I will not
happened.
comply.
Dudes
Um,
naked, huh? All right.
Yeah, I don't know. Like some people just like to party, so you just
I've been
You were
around with people
talking
that
about-
love to party.
you don't do anything.
You
Like,
were talking
we-
about a party. I wanted to know like that, like a house party we were at. We're like, okay, we're all having a drink. There's some music playing. Now it's naked time.
Then all of a sudden it's just helicopter dance all
Yeah.
around. Whoosh,
It's
whoosh,
just Jalen
whoosh.
Brunson coming off the bench.
Tear away.
Let's crank it up.
like sometimes people just want to turn things up a notch and get a little crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, but also
But without other supplements, like so they get naked instead.
with other supplements.
Supplement.
What does that even mean?
What are we talking?
What's going on here?
Like not doing drugs. People that don't do drugs.
Just get
Look
naked.
for
So the
other
people
ways.
So naked
People
is
who
drugs?
don't do drugs get naked.
Naked is drugs.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know. I need to go back to college then because I didn't do drugs. So let me.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
That's just what I've heard. Okay, so who's got another one?
Moving on.
Kind of want to talk more about the parties, but you go right ahead if you just want to continue to move on and push the narrative one way. So,
Mikey, what's your never have I ever?
All right. Let me check my notes that I sent to myself via email.
you did not
There was
send
a
anything.
Google
You did.
list.
Yeah,
All
well,
right.
we didn't know you're gonna be here.
All right. This is for everyone.
Okay.
Never have I ever been propositioned by a professional baseball player.
Oh.
Somebody has to drink. Who's that drinking? I wonder who that is.
Okay, Donovan's not.
I'm not drinking. No, I've never-
Cash,
I'm not even
where's
30.
Cash? Cash
It's
is not-
Emily.
Sonny's getting hammered.
Man.
Oh, the whole glass is gone.
I mean, for the love, I've been doing this for 17 years.
I'd be offended if she hadn't been propositioned. I would
I
say
would
that's
too.
bullshit. You better proposition my girl.
Somebody.
It was a long, long time
AAA
ago.
call up.
Hey,
Somebody.
Hank Blaylock was a cool guy.
It was not Hank. I did love Hank, though. I love
Was
Hank.
it?
Okay, can we talk with zero names, obviously? But I mean, I think Emily's career is fascinating, and you have been right in the heart of like a professional baseball team for a very long time, like 35 years. How long have you been there?
Yes.
And baseball players take swings. It's part of the freaking job.
It really
Hey,
is.
you know what? And they
So-
don't mind striking out. So
They don't mind striking out.
Wow.
No, they
bat
do.
275. It's a hell of a
Cannot
career.
get a hit.
So I
That's
mean,
what-
I don't want to step on toes, but I think it's quite fascinating if you've dealt with just some of that, and how if back in the day maybe it was worse, or how if it
Oh,
ever
yeah.
happened.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you first get in there, it's well. First of all, that was 17 years ago when I first started covering this team, and so it was a completely different time, you know. And I was completely different. You know, you're young and you're impressionable and you're scared and you don't know what to do and you don't know how to respond and how to act and I mean. And this sounds terrible, and I always hate it when I say this because I love the women that I've gotten to know that are married to these baseball players. And I'm not talking about married baseball players. I'm talking about the other dudes. But when you walk into a clubhouse or a locker room and you're getting like oogled and oogled, whatever the word is.
Yeah, killing it.
It's
Oddled.
almost like walking like getting flattered if you walk into a prison. Like it's not really that big of a deal. Like,
Right.
it's like cool, but these guys are just looking at each other all day, and anything that's different that walks in there is going to get a different reaction, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it wasn't. I don't know. It just was like you're the only chick in there. It's like you can't. Not that you're not like special, or I'm like, but I always tell girls, I'm like, just don't get too flattered if you get hit on in the clubhouse or the locker room or whatever. You're just gonna have to take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, those dudes take their swings, and I mean, but that was so long. I mean, now I've popped out 2 kids in that clubhouse. It's like nobody's looking
You
at
did
me.
it in the clubhouse?
Yeah.
Did John Blake sign off on that?
Right,
Hold on.
right. Like, whose locker were you
deliver
at?
that?
Like, did Elvis go like, oh, like what?
But I mean,
what happened here?
so early on in my career, it was a completely different, situation, vibe, all that kind of stuff than later on. I mean, now it's like, please, I haven't had to worry about that in years.
There's one big difference though, too. Home versus away.
For sure.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
is road team dude that rolls through double barrel?
Oh, for sure.
That's what I would guess.
Yeah, just way more brazen, right?
Right.
Because they got nothing to lose. They don't have to see you every day. They don't know you. They don't give a shit. Whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
I only got one night in town. Break down to be clown, baby doll. Are you down? I get around.
It's a 3-night trip, Donovan. I got a hotel right over here.
Yeah, I'm right there, and I'm not even paying for the room.
Yeah, but home clubhouse. I mean, on our clubhouse, I haven't dealt with that in eons because, like I said, I popped out a couple kids. The guy, I'm like their mom at this point. So it's, but 17, 18 years ago when I first came here, it was, you did have to, kind of navigate those waters, but.
So did some, and no name, but did some road player, opposing player, like full court press and really attempt hard? And I don't want to, if it was uncomfortable or anything,
No, I've never been in a position where I felt like uncomfortable or threatened. I mean, uncomfortable, yes, because you don't know how to respond, because you don't want to.
Yeah.
It's a fine line because you don't want to. You can't be. This is opening a whole nother.
You can't be a bitch.
You can't be. You got to pick your battles because if you, especially early on, like if you become known as the chick that's ratting out everybody or crying wolf at everything.
Yeah.
You got to be careful. And so, but I never reached a point with anyone at any point in my career where I felt like threatened or intimidated.
Okay.
Uncomfortable, yes, but threatened or intimidated or anything like that, never.
Does someone come back in the day, 15 years ago, like an opposing team or Rangers, I don't know, and say, hey, this guy wants your number? Is that a common thing?
Yes.
Passing notes. Mm-hmm. Do you like me? Yes, no, maybe.
No, not even passing notes, but just getting
more than a friend
for information.
Will you go to the prom with me?
Mm-hmm. Will you
go to the All-Star weekend with me?
Oh, Ichiro.
Will you go to the ALDS with me?
Did Ichiro ever hit on you?
And he had his interpreter come over.
Yeah.
And,
hey.
I can confirm that
I can't read any of this.
Say fine as fuck. Just say fine as
upstairs.
Fuck. I don't know how you say that.
Y'all, my kids are still awake. Go upstairs.
Uh-oh.
So
now they're hearing about how Ichiro hit on me. It's like,
I knew that. That makes
I'll tell you guys
Hall of Famer, at least.
One of my favorite stories, though. This is one of my favorite stories. Derek Jeter. So it's Derek Jeter's last season. It's not going where you think it's going. So Jeter last season, he's making his, last run through all the ballparks. Everybody, we present him with some boots and whatever.
His last run.
And so he has a media availability in the Yankees dugout, and so I'm sitting there waiting for him. And I had interviewed him, a number of times over the years, and he's always so gracious or whatever. So he rounds the corner coming out of the tunnel, and
rounding third.
He turns. There's a whole slew of us out there, and he was like, I go, hey, Derek, how's it going? He was like, it's going great, Melissa. How are you?
Oh, wow.
Perfect.
Good.
You tried.
Like, it might have even been Julie or Melissa. Yeah. I don't know. It was not Emily. Maybe it was.
Look how Julie perked up. Julie.
You should have said, well, nice career, Darren.
I go, Derek Jeter called me by name. I mean, it wasn't necessarily my name, but he called me by
Thanks, Mariano.
A name, yes.
I think it was thanks, Bernie
Melanie.
Williams.
Yeah. Hey, Melanie, how's it going? I was like, no.
Hey, I hope you have fun, Mr. October.
Yeah.
Bambino.
And then I just pretended like it wasn't happening. I was just like, okay, yeah. So, needless to say, Derek Jeter did not
give you a gift basket.
No,
right.
Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
Straight up guy.
Straight up.
Derek.
Okay, let's move on to another question.
Mine got a lot of content, though.
It did.
Yeah, good job. Good question.
Thank you.
Johnny, do you?
What?
Do you have a never have I ever? Did you do your homework?
I did.
Can you come up with one? What's the craziest thing you've done that you want to see if we've done?
Oh, geez. I got to Google now.
Hold on. I'm getting. Wait.
It doesn't have to be a
I'm
crazy.
getting one more drink.
It could be.
Yeah, go
anything.
get a drink. Let me think about it.
You guys just chat for a second. Hey, there's a kid again. Where's the kid keep popping?
Dude, Mike, that's the deal with kids. Like, they
I think
never
you're
go
just
away.
seeing things, Mike. There's no kid.
They're always there.
What's with kids anyway?
How are people just leaving this thing mid?
I don't know.
Stream.
No
What
one's,
kind of
no one's
production
know-
is this
streaming.
anyway?
You know, dudes can't cut their stream off midstream anyway. Why does
No
everyone
one's
just
giving
leave
it-
it?
No one's
The
giving the mom game
No,
after
lights
dark
on.
first inaugural 5-time any respect.
The light is
They
on.
were y'all. They were
Keep
both
going.
sitting outside the door listening to everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And
So
they
how
talked
you
about like your daughter's crying
Mm.
because Derek Jeter called you Melissa.
Your kids are like that next level where they're like trying to spy and stuff. They're like,
Yes.
that's next level. Like my kids couldn't, I mean, they'd have no idea what's going on, right? And if they heard me, they wouldn't care. But I can't imagine what it would be like when they're actually listening to everything I say.
Oh, just wait. Just you wait.
Just being sneaky.
Just you wait. Just you wait.
Okay, where did Mikey go? Okay, I feel like we need a wrap in like a few. Where's Mikey though? You can't take a picture without Mikey.
He went to
that's
go get his thing.
You're gonna wrap the whole thing up in a few minutes? We're just having
We're
fun.
not ready to wrap.
Okay.
We're
What
just
are you
getting
talking
started.
about?
Let's open some
When you're-
cards.
I'm ready
So
to.
when you
I'm ready to get deep, man.
Here comes card guy. Card guy popping up. It's funny though because like do you ever, these are fun, and like the same with like the Among Us, when we'd play Among Us or whatever. It's like you do all these things when you're younger, like with friends, like never have I ever, like just partying or whatever. But then you hit a point where you're like married and you just like go to bed. So it's fun to have like do some of these fun, silly games. I like it.
All right, I'm in.
I like Among Us too.
You know, we had a game weekend at the house a couple weekends ago with my cousin and her husband, and we played this game called Lyrically Correct. Have you heard of that?
No.
I don't know if it's just the R&B selection or rap lyrics or whatever, but you know, you think you know music, and Mike, you know me. I know a ton of music and I have lyrics in my head all the time, and it's pretty funny to turn the cards over and try to figure out what the lyrics are to some of those songs. It was an awesome game. We had a really good time. Lyrically Correct.
I want to come to Donovan game night.
I do
Oh.
too.
We'll do it. Done. We'll host
Mary and I will show up with booze.
We'll host the Donovan game night
Wait,
here at the
And
Lewis
William
household.
too. We all want to do it. Donnie, will you really do it?
Absolutely.
Is
Can't
it
bring
gonna be
those
like-
kids though.
All the things we talk about on the show
bring
that we
them
just say we're gonna do and never do.
Yeah, because right in the middle of Taboo, I'm gonna get butt ass naked because Julie likes parties where people get naked.
Yep.
You know
And,
what
and
that
because you got to
dude-
poop.
Donnie.
There's a horse fountain.
I
right by
did not
Donnie's house.
say that. I did not.
Sounded
say
like it to
that.
me. That's exactly what it sounded like you said to
That's
me.
what I
I'm
heard.
like the weird one that gets uncomfortable. I'm not a naked person.
I'm not a naked person.
You know what? The older you get, the more you won't give one damn about being nude anywhere.
I know.
Like
I
I'm
know.
shocked I haven't been nude outside because I don't care.
I mean, yeah, what the hell?
I really
You're
don't
fucking
care.
on both sides here, man.
I
You
know.
need to try an outdoor
You need
shower.
outdoor naked Donnie. Whole life is gonna get changed here, man.
Really?
It's a big thing for you. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I'll
I
do
want to give you
it.
the gift, like Schitt's Creek. Somebody gave me
Under the
Schitt's Creek just
moonlight.
recently, and I love it.
I'll do it tonight.
All right.
I get ass out and just walk outside.
Well, that's
Go Shawshank it out in the
well,
backyard.
If no one sees it, it doesn't happen.
Oh, I'll just go out the front door
Hey.
then.
Snap
Okay. So where are we now? Never have I ever gone to jail. Emily's drinking. Mike's drinking. I'm sipping.
What? Julie, you been
Okay.
to jail?
I think we talked about this a little bit when Mikey was on, but it was. I more wanted to hear other people's stories, but
I don't know how this game goes. I more wanted to hear other people's stories. That backfired a little bit. Okay.
mine was like so stupid. It was in college. Like the ticket was dropped. It was a trespassing violation.
Badass.
oh, what a badass. She's
Isn't that kind of cool? Like trespassing? Like I sound hardcore.
No,
Look out
not
for this
really.
one.
almost everybody.
That's not cool.
Not
Donnie?
really.
Well, you haven't even been to jail, so talk to me when you go to jail.
Oh, well, I won't, and I think it's cool that I haven't been. So There
Cash
you
and
go.
Donnie wouldn't last
You
5
love
minutes.
playing both sides of all of these things, don't you? You love playing both sides just to talk shit.
What are you talking about?
Were you trespassing in like a monastery or something?
No, it was just like a
Forever
guy,
21.
and in college we called them after bars, like after the bars closed, people would have parties.
I think.
And this cop was trying to like shut down a party, and I wasn't listening to the cop, and I went like the cop drew a line. He was like, if you cross this line, you're going to jail. And I like stuck my toe over the line. To, like,
Badass drunk Julie.
Wait, really?
yeah.
And did he
And
cuff
he's-
you?
It was my friend's house. So I was just pissed. I was like, this is my friend invited us over. Like,
Free
come
company,
on.
man.
It's not like I'm just trespassing into a stranger's house.
And did you cry
yeah.
when he handcuffed you? Like,
Oh,
Immediately. I'm so sorry.
Oh, hell yeah, I cried. Are you
I'm in
kidding
so
me?
much trouble.
He was like aggressive, like threw me into the cop car. He was so mad, you know,
Yeah,
like how
You broke the
cops
law.
do it.
You broke the
Yeah.
law.
You broke the law. Like, yeah, like manhandled, put me in the cop car. But my favorite part about that story is the guy I was dating at the time was waiting
See
for
that
me.
look off
to-
your-
why did you look to your
Yeah, you see that look.
Why did you look to your
No.
left when that?
You know
And-
why, people?
It's an ex. Who cares? Everyone has exes. You shouldn't have to
Person I
look
was dating
over
at the
talk
time.
about him.
Okay, tell him that.
I'll tell him
No,
that.
but, the guy I was dating at the time, it was like a boyfriend of like 3 months. No big deal. But he was pretty funny. And he waited for me in jail, and he ordered pizza to jail to wait for me. I just remember like him
awesome.
ordering pizza. Yeah, it was like
Wait, for you or him?
him.
Both. For both.
How's that awesome? He was just hungry, so he said, "Okay, Domino's, where are you? Oh, well, I'm in jail." And they brought pizza to the cop station.
Did he save you some?
Did he
Yeah.
smuggle you in a slice?
Slice.
Like, did he mule
He
it?
ordered a bunch of pineapple and shit that you don't like.
He was just
Yeah.
in there like drunk, waiting for me to get out of jail, eating pizza. And
Okay,
so,
so he got himself a pizza to wait
got-
for you.
Right.
yes, he got himself a
It's
pizza.
still good.
Still funny.
It's still good. If
I thought it was
if he
funny. And
liked
then
you, it would've been better.
when I
But
left
still good.
jail, I had a fresh cut pizza waiting for me. So it was like, no problem. Nothing had happened. But they did drop it wasn't even a ticket in the end. That's how stupid it was.
Did they have any leads?
Yeah. Do they have any leads to solve this case?
Did they bring the police dogs out to? They
Yeah.
got like a shirt from Julie instead.
Yeah. What was the forensic situation? They got the print from her
Go get
shoe.
a boy. Go get a boy.
Print from her shoe over the line that he drew. And she's like, we have a match.
But did they have the chalk? Hey, did they have the
Bruno
chalk
Mali.
outline? They had the chalk outline of
Of her-
Julie's foot.
of her Converse, of her Chuck Taylor.
With one toe over the imaginary line.
Isn't that the stupidest thing ever? I was a total a-hole though, like whatever. Okay, who else says Mikey? Mikey, was yours the Mexico one?
Yeah, I've had a couple, and I've talked to them plenty. It's Emily's is. I want to hear hers a whole lot more.
I don't think I know Emily's.
Let's go that way. Let's go that way. So I was-
Was it something in California?
Yeah, I was in California and I went with a bunch of my dude friends. We all went to a sushi bar and had sake bombs. And we're in Manhattan Beach, and which is a very highly affluent neighborhood in California that also, well, I'll tell you. So Manhattan
No,
Beach,
just keep going.
yes, no, it's in Torrance County, which Torrance County is also home to Compton. So it's like you've got Manhattan Beach and Compton. So anyway, we go to dinner. We have sake bombs. I'm the mom of the group, so I feel like I should drive. Like I'm responsible. I take care of the boys, and I got this. So we're going to another bar, and I get pulled over in this dude's car, and in Manhattan
voice.
Beach, and so the officer like pulls me out, and I had to have to do the test, the walking test and all that kind of stuff. I did not pass, and while he was trying to arrest me for not passing the test, I told him that I knew Robert Shapiro.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, God.
I'm sure that worked.
I'm trying this.
Go on.
So this was at the height of the O.J. Simpson trial. Like I thought
I
that.
know Robert Shapiro.
Did you scream that out?
No, I just wanted him to know. I don't know Robert Shapiro for the record. But I thought that might help my case a little bit. It did not.
You didn't yell straight out of Compton, did you? Real loud?
I did not. No.
Oh, okay.
So I went. I
I
went to jail for the night, and he took me to jail, and Robert.
You stayed all night.
He couldn't help me. Yep, I spent the night.
Yeah, what did Robert Shapiro do?
Yeah, Robert Shapiro was unavailable at the time.
Did you sleep at all?
I couldn't. I had enough to drink to where it was. And you know what? And I say this all the time, though. I'm so thankful for it. Don't laugh, Mike Sirois, because I learned that like I don't like if I'm gonna have more than 2 cocktails, I'm Ubering. Like I'm not messing around with driving. Like I don't.
She says now.
She says now. But like when I was 20, I was like, I can do whatever I want. I know what I'm doing.
You can cross that line. You can drink.
Yeah, you didn't. I mean, you just had no regard, and now it's like.
Point of clarification: was this
Yeah.
jail in Manhattan Beach or Compton?
No, it was Manhattan Beach. But when I went to my
Yeah.
hearing,
Just pina coladas and
yeah, they were serving.
Adirondack
I did have
chairs
a cell to
everywhere.
myself. I did have a cell to myself.
You had a cell to yourself.
Oh
with
yeah.
a metal stain because there was no one
Did it have
else
a
breaking the
kitchenette?
law in Manhattan Beach except for me that night. And
yeah,
so
did it
there was
have a
like
kitchenette?
you had a,
and a little-
but there was a stainless steel toilet
Washer,
with
right.
no seat. It was
Yeah,
just like
that's standard.
it's whatever.
Lucky
But
you didn't make
it's
that right turn into Compton. You would have been Becky with the
No,
good
okay.
hair in that jail.
So I did have to go to Torrance County Court when I went for my whole thing, like where you have to appear or whatever, because I committed. It was a serious thing. So I went to court in Torrance County, and that now you're mixed. It's all the people, all the things, all the
Well, you
crimes.
can tell me
I don't
what
give a
you want.
shit whether I was having sake bombs or committing a murder. Well, I mean, maybe not murder, but so I go to court, and I've got this whole speech prepared about like what I've learned and how I'm gonna handle this and blah blah blah. And I walk in there, and they're like, "This is what we're gonna offer you. You're plead no contest and probation or whatever, and then you have to go to a class and blah blah." And I'm like, "But I have some things that I want the judge to hear."
I have some things.
And he
This should
was
work.
like, "We got shit to deal with. Like we don't have time for your."
And then suddenly Robert
speech."
Shapiro walks in and he says, listen to me. I know this woman.
Right. So listen,
Of course, out of order.
I was so into like having this moment of I committed a crime and I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, I'm glad they did, and I hope they burn in hell. That's what I would have said.
Robert Shapiro.
Robert, I'm all
Young Emily
every court movie I know, I just yell everything. You can't handle the truth.
Okay, I'll take you my photo.
I
And then Barry Sheck and F. Lee Bailey come in and the whole dream team.
Hey, what is
what was
that?
the lady's name with the
the whole
terrible
dream
hair?
team.
Marshall Clark.
Oh, Marsha Clark. Yeah.
Gets her out of a DUI.
But I mean, so you go into court for the first time. I mean, that's like for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, there was many, but you walk into that courtroom and you're scared shitless. I went by myself. Robert Shapiro was not with me. I represented myself. I had this whole speech planned out about what I had learned, the lessons I had learned.
Judge,
And you're like,
7 years ago.
Whole speech
I know.
planned out.
and they were like, we ain't got no time for your ass. We got shit. We're trying to get shit turned out
Right.
here. And I was like, okay. So
What's a sake bomb, real quick? Is that
there's
chopsticks? And there's a sake. What is it?
what's this?
Oh,
No, I'm asking. I
Whoa.
Oh.
You don't know what a sake bomb is?
I've forgotten. It's a
Okay, you
sake
like drop it. You drop it in the beer, and then
bomb.
you
There's chopsticks, isn't there? And then you
Yes.
bend to the table.
Yeah,
yes,
sake on top
On a
of
beer.
yes.
Sapporo.
Yeah, sake bomb.
Right, and you have to do some.
I've never had a sake bomb.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
No. Don't do it.
okay. Now we're
All right.
I'm going to
Nani-
white people land.
Put it on your list.
Sake bomb.
I'm in
You
the
say go
theater.
stand outside naked and do a sake bomb.
Also, just cross everything off my
Yeah.
list at once. All right.
Gets it.
Yes.
All right. I'm with it.
Okay. Who else has a never have I ever?
I'm sorry I didn't do my homework.
Cash, has anything come to your mind?
This is going to probably derail everything.
Oh, God.
Well, we're already derailed.
But never have I ever had a lucid dream.
What's that mean?
Who is Lucy?
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
A lucid dream.
Are you talking about a sex dream?
It can be.
Oh, yeah.
That's not. But Donovan.
It's a nocturnal admission.
No. A lucid dream is a dream in which you feel in complete control of the dream, and you can control everything that's happening. You are not you are not a standard, a bystander in everything that's happening, but you are controlling the entire world of the dream.
Oh, yeah, man.
All right.
Hello all the damn time.
I'm going to drink because I'm thirsty, but not because I'm thirsty. I still don't get it. I was holding this. So I'm going to say no, but I'm going to.
Like a dream that feels like real life.
Well,
it is so real and so complete that your senses, your smells, your touch, everything is in complete control. You're not afraid. You're not curious. You're not scared. You don't have questions. You have complete control of the entire world within which you are dreaming.
Yeah, my dream game is on point. I'm pretty good at dreaming.
Oh my God.
Can you make yourself dream stuff you want to dream about?
No, I don't. But I'm telling you, it's pretty vivid, and I usually remember the majority of pretty much all of them. And
that's probably the easier question. Is just, do you remember very detailed?
Oh my goodness,
I know a lot of
yes.
people don't.
I do.
I do.
Very vivid.
There's like a whole nother world in my dreams. Like it. I mean, it's
all right. Let me
out of control.
This. Okay, let me present this.
Okay, present.
I've had a long-standing dream. I'm talking about decades, where there's this house that I visit, and for years I will go to the house and I'll see it, and it looks a little bit like the house in Superman-ish, but this is way before Superman. It's an old ranch style. There's land around it or whatever, and then I know every inch of the house, and I've been in all the rooms, but I continuously find new things about this house through my entire life.
Wow.
Like there's a door that I used to see when I was a kid and I didn't even know what it was. And then just a couple of years ago, I opened the door and there was a room full of cats and they were coming in and out. I mean, I'm talking about thousands of fucking cats. And that's just one example. The point is that I see things in this house and it's not unpleasant, it's not scary, sometimes it is great, and I walk into a room full of like art, and then other times I walk into a room and like there's old people sitting there reading books, and
what do they smell like?
Old people?
Yeah, old people reading books.
Okay.
But I continuously keep searching through this house my entire life, and
that's crazy. You're always looking for something that you don't have.
No, I'm not looking for anything.
No, but
I'm going back to this place that I always go to.
The asleep you knows that you are, but the awake you doesn't want to admit that you are.
What?
When you're asleep, you're always looking for something that you're missing. When you're awake, you don't want to say that's what it is, but I bet that's what it is. The asleep you is like very brilliant.
Oh yeah, I want to hang out with that guy.
Yeah, the asleep you is real smart.
Yeah, that guy, he can party.
Yeah. The awake
it's
you.
Weird. The one room with the cats. The reason that I bring that up is because that is a door that I've seen for years, and never gone through, and never wanted to go through. It's a weird thing. It's like, okay, well now it's time to go through that door.
Do you think this is maybe about your gay tendencies, like urges? Are we being honest at midnight with
we
mom?
really are. Yeah, mom game drinking thing on the internet.
On midnight.
Because you're talking about the door that you yearn to unlock.
Urine.
First off, three things now that he said that. It's not about urine. Number two, you were breaking up. And then number three, I specifically said that I didn't ever care to go through the door. I'm not interested in it. It's just one of many rooms, and I'm just like, oh, look at that thing, and it had a golden
lot
door
of
out,
rooms,
and,
so many rooms.
And it was a really gay door.
Open the gay door. Hey, you know what? I'll say right here on Moms After Midnight, I'll love you no matter what door you walk into, Cash. Whatever door you decide to plunge into.
That's really sweet, Mike.
You're using weird verbiage.
Whether you're looking for pussycats or old people, it doesn't matter, dude.
There were cats in the
Just say cat.
I said pussycats.
Just say cat.
That's what they call cats.
We just say cat. Cats is
okay.
fine.
Can we go back to my question? Is anybody dream like me at all?
I just told you my dream game was on point, but not like dumb shit like you just said, but other stuff.
No.
Yes.
Feel better about anything.
Don't dream shame. Don't dream shame.
Hey.
Thank you, Julie.
I will dream shame anyone that I want.
I'm come up with a freaking question for the game.
I know, and yours was idiotic. So that's why I didn't come up with one, because yours was just so damn dumb.
I like the Mom Game After Dark LLC.
That's not nice. Cash, I liked your question.
Cash knows, he knows I am just
so nice
messing with him.
No, that was a good question.
No,
it's so nice to try to support Cash's dumb question.
I think everyone has crazy ass dreams like that.
Can I tell you about the most recurring dream I've ever had?
Should we let you? You're being very mean to Cash.
Cash knows I'm not being mean to him. Come on now.
Okay,
not about me, so that's
you
fine.
have the Mom Game After Midnight Dark on the internet floor.
This is how we treat each other in the non-dad game podcast thing. Okay, so I grew up in the era where when you had to go pay your bills, you had to go downtown and like drop stuff in the mail or go pay the bills downtown. So we used to ride with my parents or my dad all the time to go pay the light bill and all this other stuff.
What a pain in the ass.
I know. But I lived in Oak Cliff and we would go downtown and there was this particular bridge. Shut up, Mike. Right before right after Illinois and before Marsalis was this little bridge with this little creek over it. And I would dream all the time that I'm in the back asleep of the car and my dad and my older sister were going to pay a bill. And once we get over that particular bridge with the creek over it, they throw me out of the window.
Into the
creek.
But as I'm just going out, it's like I'm floating down, but I never just plunge down to my death. I'm just kind of floating around and then I kind of float back up and kind of see them still driving down the street. Wow. It's just really weird. Yeah.
Were you sad or empowered?
I felt pretty good floating. It's like,
Johnny, you ever done LSD?
No. Should I do that?
That whole thing to where, isn't it like where if you hit the ground, like if you jump off a building and hit the ground in your dream, you actually die?
I've heard that so many different times. And
how can anyone?
I know, right? How do you prove that? Right. But yeah,
if you die in your dream, bro, you're dead.
Right. I've floated and flown in my dreams so many times.
I like that. You know, I generally think that we don't talk about dreams enough and study dreams enough.
We do on our show.
There is a lot there. You can find out a lot about a person and their psychology and what's bothering them, what they're thinking about, what's keeping them up at night, or
you guys should come to my weird house.
See, I agree, but we're not responsible for our dreams either.
No, I mean, no, you can't be held responsible.
I agree with you, and I think analyzing our dreams is fascinating, but you're not who you are in your dream if something happens.
And then
you are who you want to be. Like,
see, but
no, not all the time.
How do you ever know? Because
I think there's no rules in dreams.
Right. But have you ever woken up from a dream that's so vivid that someone you cared about did something dirty to you and you're pissed off at that person right then and there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's like I've awakened from a deep sleep and looked over at my wife and just seriously wanted to push out the damn bed. The hell you do that for? She's like, I'm asleep. What are you talking about? Like, I swear to God if you do that again.
Can I give a Moms After 11 p.m. exclusive?
LLC.
Yes.
This is just literally last night. So last night in the evening time, I did that show.
Got it.
No, I did the show with Gordon and Davey on the ticket thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had a dream last night, and I would never say this on air, Donnie and Julie, with us, but I had a vivid dream last night. I was in this apartment, and then Gordon Keith shows up.
Ugh.
And then my alarm was set this morning to watch the Monaco Formula One race. So I was excited to watch Monaco. This all like meshed together. But in my apartment, we look out the window, me and Gordon, and there was the Monaco race. And Gordon goes, "Hey, watch this." And he pulls out a rifle and he shoots the F1 driver, Romain Grosjean.
Not Grosjean.
In the face.
He's that accurate?
I promise you, this
he
is my
Lee
little...
Harvey on that.
Well, okay, and thank you, because that's obviously the third level. He shoots Romain Grosjean in the face, maybe 50 yards away, and then he just disappears. And then I'm standing there in my apartment holding a rifle, which clearly has a window that looks toward it.
Yeah.
And then I vividly remember, like, okay, I got to get this rifle out of the house. I didn't do this. How do I get this rifle out of the house? And then I'm like, they're going to see there's only like 10 windows that could have shot this guy. Once they figure out somehow some guy got shot with a rifle.
You're in trouble.
While he's in a car race.
You're in trouble.
And then I was like, I'll put it in my golf bag if I stick the whole rifle in my golf bag.
Smart.
And then I got dressed in golf gear and I walked out the door with a golf bag with a fucking rifle in it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to go swing them today, boys. PGA Championship. I'm going to fill out. Well, no one was looking.
Oh, okay.
What's Romain Grosjean's politics like?
Dude.
What does that even mean?
Well, I mean,
I'm sorry that one of you guys brought up dreams, and then I had to get. That was literally last night.
That's crazy.
Gordon shooting Romain Grosjean in the face.
Okay. So listen, so we have a dream like that, and then we're like, all right, I'm just gonna have my coffee and go on with my day. Like, why don't we examine that more? That's
but I don't think it needs it, because I think our brains are incredibly more powerful than our stupid, fat, idiot vessels are.
Absolutely.
Once they have their peaceful time at rest, they do what they're capable of, which is just create God knows what.
And you know what, Mike? That's probably why you don't remember 75% of your dumb dreams. Is because of that.
You can't handle it,
right,
number one.
Right.
But it's also, your brain is just working overtime, and it doesn't define you whatever you dream about. I don't think Gordon's killing anyone. I'm not killing anyone. I've had 100 other dreams that are way worse or better than that.
That's why
none of the things are literally happening that you dreamt about, but it's symbolizing something, I bet, somewhere. It might have nothing to do with Gordon. It might have nothing to do with Gordon. It might have nothing to do with killing anybody, but it's symbolic of something that.
But I think it's more logical that it symbolizes nothing. It's just your brain synapses going nuts and having fun while you're not.
Because we are all creative people, and we are in the creative business. So when you have a creative mind like that, I don't think it's saying that he was working with Gordon, and maybe that was one of the last voices he heard, and then he goes to bed and he's in his dream. But it has nothing symbolic of Gordon gunning down an F1 driver that's driving 200 miles an hour.
Well, no, he'd pit.
Oh, okay.
He pit, and
it makes sense.
And then he got shot.
Okay, now that makes sense.
That's why it's really important to just stop everything and open a nice warm box of cards.
Cards or like alcohol. No, well, I'm just like because I think there is something to it, that because a lot of times if you have one of the common dreams, like your teeth falling out or falling off a cliff, and you Google what it means, it's something that's actually real.
Okay. Julie, I love that, but no one knows. Even the people who write the books and they sell the shit out of books that say your dreams analyzed, they don't know.
We need to write a book.
They don't know exactly the truth.
They're guessing their asses off.
But then why, when I look up something that I've dreamt about, it's like something that actually makes sense with me?
That's like when you go to a fortune teller and they pick up, they say a few things that connect to virtually everybody, and then they watch your reaction on the things that you react to, and then they say more shit like that.
It's when you call the 1-800 number that's going to give you the locks of the week, and it's just giving you one side, and 50% of it hits.
When you call Chloe,
then you fall in love. I mean,
when you call the Jamaican lady Chloe,
Dionne Warwick didn't know.
I don't know. Mine is always missing a class. Like I'm always in college, and there's always this one class that I've never been to, and it's like the end of the semester, and we're about to have to take a final, and I'm like,
how often do you have that dream?
I have that dream a lot.
Okay, because that's like me and Mikey and I have talked about this. We both worked at Outback Steakhouse, and I have not worked in a restaurant for 25 fucking years. But every once in a while, I get triple sat in a 5-table thing with
Yep.
and I
Yeah.
can't
On
remember
Mother's
if I got
Day.
the drinks or not, and they awesome block it. You know what I'm saying?
On Mother's Day, triple sat. Was it a
Triple
high
set on
five
Mother's
or a
Day.
low
What
five?
the?
Sometimes that one comes out of nowhere, and sometimes I go back to being on TV, and I'm doing I got an interview, and I got like, dude, jobs that I haven't done in a long time.
I think
That's just
maybe they're
who we
all
are.
a form of like our anxiety. Like it always goes back to anxiety and like what you're anxious about,
I
what
agree
you're
with
worried
that.
about. So I don't know. Pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Does anyone have anything? Because I know we asked y'all about an embarrassing career thing or something you're proud of, and we've used all of our time pretty much. But if there's anything you really want to share that you thought about your embarrassing moment in your career or the most proud, because I think we love about everybody here is that everybody's like quite accomplished career-wise and has done some really cool things, but also maybe has had some F-ups too.
I think Emily will like this because my whole goal towards when we used to go to the clubhouse and locker rooms and all that and talk to athletes, I wanted to talk to Vladimir Guerrero. Like that dude was such a hero of mine. And I was like, okay, the Angels are coming to town. I am going to the clubhouse and I am going to talk with Vlad Guerrero. That's nobody else. Like everybody's walking around and my whole goal is to speak with him. And I get nervous as hell walking up to any of these athletes, even asking, hey, do you have a minute? Or, I try to use my boyish charm just to try to get someone to talk to me. And it usually works. But whole goal. And I just stood around the clubhouse and waited and waited and waited. And he finally walked in. I was like, all right, here it is. Got to put your big boy pants up and go and talk to Vlad Guerrero. I walked over. I said, Vlad, do you have a minute? He said, no. I turned around. I walked out of the clubhouse, walked to my car, got in it, and drove home without saying a word. I mean, just turned around, exited, and got the fuck out. It was the quickest exit anybody could ever have out of a damn clubhouse. No,
Like a
he's
whole
great.
binder of notes. You were just so ready for your
I
big
was so ready.
He had all
He
these
just-
questions
and he
written,
said-
everything planned.
And it's just the quickest note
Hola,
I've ever
Vladimir.
heard.
Me llamo Donovan.
And he's a great dude. Donde está la
I learned your
biblioteca?
damn language for this interview.
Right. Oh my gosh. I just turned around and got the hell out.
You turned straight to your car.
Straight to my car.
Can I tell you where that happened to me?
So sorry for bothering you, Mr. Vlad.
The quickest, fastest, most distinct Heisman I ever received. I was working sidelines for the Big 12 at a UT game, and George Strait was being honored at the game at halftime. And they're like, my producer's like, see if you can get George Strait. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, sure thing. So literally, like, he's on his way out to the, walking along
On a horse?
the sideline. Huh?
Was he on a horse?
He was not on a horse. He was wearing a cowboy hat though. And so I walk up to him with my flashing my Fox Sports microphone, my notebook. And I'm like, hey, George, do you have time too? He's like, nope. And kept walking. And I was like, literally couldn't even finish my sentence. Like, I'm like flashing the microphone in his face, I'm on the broadcast, like, hey, how you doing, George? He could not have given
I hate that because I love him. And now I don't like him as much.
So hard, so fast. I have never been shut down so quickly in
It's
my
just
entire
so
career.
it hits you so
And
hard.
keep in mind, I was like towering over him. I'm like big giant woman with a microphone because he's like a small human, and I'm like, and he just and he even put the arm out, like in case you can't see.
You for real.
I'm creating distance between the two of us, so you can't penetrate
no.
this area. Yeah.
And then you just kind of look at your phone.
So I was like, yeah.
I was gonna do some
we're
other
good.
interviews.
Yeah,
too.
we're good.
Thank you, George Strait.
Thanks, George.
I'm
Y'all
still
remember
talking-
that hockey fan? the guy that discovered, I think we talked about on the show, it was like when the Stars were in the playoffs playing the Blues, and there was a Blues fan that discovered hockey, and he tweeted about it, and he loved it so much.
Absolutely.
Tony X.
Yes.
Tony X. So I was covering the Stars for Fox, and I would travel to St. Louis, and I was like all excited. I pitched it to everybody. I was like, oh, this Tony X guy, like that's something that like we can tweet about it on social media. Like we'll get everybody going. Everybody knows who he is. I'll be like, no big deal. Like I got it in the bag. I walk up to Tony X and I have my mic. I'm like, hey, I'm with Fox Sports Southwest. Like, just wondering if I could get a quick interview. No, I'm not doing any interviews today. Tony X.
You're fucking Tony X.
I thought he was gonna ask you
when
for
I
money.
say dance.
Just a dude. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what are you? I've interviewed all these athletes, and Tony X is the one that like really grinds my gears.
Tony X. I'm not doing interviews today.
Not like who is he now?
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
What are you doing now, Tony X?
We were you guys know the great Max Morgan, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Well, before we saw him toward the end of his career, he was bald, right? But before
I
then,
remember this.
He wore a pretty distinctive rug.
Yeah.
Very distinctive. It's a great dude. But one time I was in the Cowboys locker room, and
I've got the same story.
That sucker was crooked. I mean, it was not put on right. And I just needed some physical evidence to show that, man, Max he just was not on his game that night. So I pull out my phone to take a picture. I was behind him to take a picture. And I didn't realize that my phone was not on vibrate. It was on. So as soon as I hit the button, it went, Chicky!
Oh, no.
Everybody kind of like turned around. And I was like, I just kind of pointed it up in the air like I was taking a picture of something. I don't know what's going on here. As I'm trying to call him out for not having it on straight.
God, Donnie, that's
The
bad.
eyes on me, and I was like, I don't know what the heck is happening here. I don't know what's going on. That's kind of
You're like the guy that farted and is trying to blame it on somebody else.
yes, exactly
A
right.
little bit. Yeah.
And I did my great move as to get the hell out of Dodge when shit like that happens.
Move.
Yeah, it's like
did you pull the Vladimir Guerrero?
I kind of left. Okay, nothing to see here. Out.
Straight to the parking lot.
Oh man, Donnie,
Straight
those are
home
cool.
in silence, Mike. I turned the radio off. I was so embarrassed.
Sad drive home.
From Arlington to Duncanville, just with nothing, just my own thoughts to steer me all the way home.
Just replaying it.
What did I do wrong? I love him so much. Oh,
That is too funny. Oh man. Well, I don't know. Have we talked enough on Mom Game After Midnight ×5 hangout forever and ever?
We need to save some for the second annual Mom Game After Dark hangout ×5 and your DJs with some drinks.
I say we bring Jay Gillespie into this thing. Jay, what's your deal, man? You ever been to prison or anything?
yeah. Anything we need to do, Jay?
What's your whole naked deal?
When have you been in jail, Jay?
Have you ever been in jail naked?
Yeah, were you on the top bunk or the bottom bunk?
Well,
Jay.
Jay has to listen to all of our shows. Oh, bless him. He has to
Oh
listen
my
to
gosh, this has been so fun. Cash, I'm so glad you joined us. And Mike and Donnie, y'all are just the best. Always a good time and so kind to say yes for us taking 2 hours of your Sunday night. And I know that somebody has a birthday tomorrow.
Your daughter does.
Somebody does. It's Mikey's
Birthday tomorrow.
We'll sell tomorrow. This is Mikey's birthday edition of the Mom Game too.
Thank you.
Dude, you're getting old. How old are you going to be tomorrow, Mike?
45.
Oh, God.
I mean, look at me.
This is
How
a
hot
big
am
one.
I? And this guy's
Dude,
45?
you don't look a day over 44 and a half, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
You
guys.
look great, Mike. That's a nice round number, though. We should celebrate.
the Mom
Okay.
Game After Dark.
That's the way I know how old
Yeah.
I am is by adding 3 to whatever.
×5
Yeah,
with
exactly.
wine.
I don't have a sister, so I have no clue how old I am.
Yeah, let's get Kelly in here to tell you, since you never remember how old you are.
I really don't. No, it's Mikey and Anna's birthday tomorrow. So we find. Do you want to come to our unicorn party?
Yeah, he wants in.
Slammed. I am
in.
slammed.
Yeah,
I would love
No,
to.
that is
He was
so
telling me
rude.
about that earlier tonight, that he can't wait for that.
A real unicorn will be there.
That
Okay,
doesn't
I
exist.
love all of you so much. From the bottom.
Yes.
Emily's
Sure.
brought-
Seriously, you guys are
Oh my God.
amazing. I'm so happy you guys are doing great, man. I watch a lot the full episodes, the clips, man. You guys are awesome. You guys get a bunch of amazing guests, and
You know what? I want to
hanging
come
out with us.
back on the mom game when I don't have such a serious topic. They had me on talking
I
about
agree.
social issues and stuff.
I agree.
Well, that's what this was, Donnie.
Yeah.
We didn't laugh one time.
I know.
We laughed this whole time. This was
No,
your second time
But
back.
I have to share it
You
with the
can't say that
Sirois.
again. We just
No,
laughed.
he wants one.
You know how
Really,
many
he wants
times the Sirois make me share stuff with them? It's icky. I'm tired of sharing it with the Sirois. I want something.
Donnie wants- All right. Donnie wants to be in studio.
When it's
Okay.
fun.
One-on-one time.
Yeah, when we're drinking and streaking and going to jail and all that stuff. Let's do that. Damn it.
Can't believe you guys just left me hanging on the naked party thing. Like,
Like, no one's been around that. That's not
Never.
leaving you hanging.
Not on
never,
us.
yeah, never once.
Never once. It's never happened.
On the nose.
Okay, I'm going to
I
bed.
love y'all.
I love
Okay.
you guys.
Even
Everyone
Emily was
thought-
like, no.
I know. And I know.
Emily's past the point of no return. This is so funny. She hit the fucking wall.
I worked
She's
all
like-
week. Like I just
We had a baseball game today. Okay, peace signs up, and everyone say "mom game out," and then you're set free into the world.
Mom
Mom
game
game
out.
out.
Mom game out.